Hey guys, it's Julie Anderson and I will be a sophomore at Siena this coming fall. I'm from Columbus, Ohio, so I'm a huge Buckeye fan. Go Buckeyes. So there's been many events that have taken place in my life that have shaped me into who I am today. Um, so starting with like 7th or 8th grade, my grandmother was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease, and it really didn't get bad until sophomore going into junior year of high school, and I knew things were only going to get worse, which made my junior year very tough. Um, Not only was my grandmother battling Alzheimer's disease, but my aunt was actually diagnosed with breast cancer that actually had spread to her stomach. And then my uncle was, and still is today, battling stomach cancer. So this made junior year very tough. It wasn't until the fall of my junior year when my aunt had passed away from breast cancer, actually on my mom's birthday. And then 3 months later, my grandmother passed away from Alzheimer's disease. So that's two deaths within 3 months apart of two of like the most important people in my life. They really shaped me into who I am today, and I was always very close with my grandmother growing up, and my aunt was just too young for this to happen to her. So this put me at like a really low in my life. For those of you who do know me, I'm very strong in my faith, but actually during these times, I got to a point where I really didn't believe in God. I didn't believe there was a God, and I just kind of questioned him more than anything. Um, it was very tough. There was days where I just didn't want to get out of bed, and I just didn't really understand life, like in general, like why do people have to come and go in your life? I couldn't wrap my head around the whole losing two people that I loved. And it made it very difficult because for those of you who do know me, I'm very family oriented, and my sister was away at college, so I didn't really have her, and it was kind of up to me to make sure my brother was doing okay, and same with my mom and dad. I'm always the most positive, happiest person in my house, and sometimes it feels like if I'm not happy, the whole family kind of crumbles. So I just had like a lot of weight and loss and griefs on my shoulders, and I was just so ready to find my relationship with God again and just to move on to the next chapter of my life. Um, I knew from a young age that I wanted to play soccer in college, and soccer was kind of how I dealt with all this grief and loss that I was dealing with. The soccer field has always been my place, the place where I can step on the field and all my stresses and anxieties and that depression and sadness that I was feeling, it all just went away. I mean, ever since I was young, my parents tell me there was never a time where I wasn't playing soccer with a smile on my face. They told me I would literally run up and down the sideline, just grinning and smiling at them. And even still today, when I step on the field, I look up in the stands to find my parents and I smile. It's just my happy place. It's a place where I can be happy and feel like myself. And that's kind of how I dealt with all the loss and grief that I was dealing with, was the soccer field. So I was just ready to move on, and I will never forget the first time talking to AD at a showcase in Indiana, and then the first time I met Scooter on my visit, and then the first time I came to Siena to actually play and come to an ID camp. I actually had a great through ball to skip, and she ended up scoring, and she came and gave me a high five and was like, "Hey, great ball." It's just like little things in life, I guess. It just made me feel welcome from the beginning. Ever since I stepped on the field at Siena, I knew this had to be my home for the next 4 years. I just got a feeling like something about Siena, it's just special. So I ended up committing to Siena, and that kind of started to change how I looked at my senior year of high school. I was just so excited and ready for that next chapter in my life. So I got to Siena. I had to say goodbye to my family, which is so difficult because they are my whole world. They are my people. We go on family walks every night, and they're my everything. So that was really difficult, but in a way, the girls at Siena really made it less difficult to transition from moving away from home, because they really became my family away from home, and Siena became my home away from home. Preseason was great. I had so much energy. I was so ready. I was just like, this is it. Like, this is my next chapter of my life, and here we go. Like, let's get it. Like, I just had such belief in myself and confidence. I was like, here we go. Which confidence is something I've always struggled with, actually, playing soccer-wise, but I just had it. And at preseason, I was just so ready. And then 2 days after preseason, I go down and I hear a pop in my knee, and I was like, holy crap, I think I just did my worst nightmare. And they told me I just sprained my MCL and that I would be back in 2 weeks. But I ended up tearing my ACL, my meniscus, got surgery on September 19th, and here I am today, recovered and ready to go. And I just remember talking to Scooter. I was like, everything just felt so right during preseason. Like, I was just so ready. And he was like, Julia, everything still is right. And I guess that's kind of just my message for you guys. Sometimes the plans that you have for yourself aren't the plans that God has for you. And there's going to be times where you're going to have to face loss and grief, and you're going to face bumps in the road that really can take a toll on your body, mentally and physically. But always have faith. And I think every day, wake up with a smile on your face, because I tell my family all the time, the things you worry and stress about aren't really big in the end. Like, life is way too short not to be happy. I'm just such a happy person, and I think Sienna has really changed that for me, because high school was hard, and I was ready for that new beginning. And although I faced an ACL injury and I didn't even get to play the sport that I love in last fall, I'm actually thankful for that event, and I'm thankful for the other events that took place in my life, because I've learned and grew so much from those events, and they've really shaped me into this Julia that I am today. Sienna, I know I've said previously, Sienna is just a special place. The girls there, the coaching staff, have really made me happy. Like, I'm just the happiest person at Sienna, and I couldn't be thankful for my freshman year and the events that took place. So just wake up, be happy, make other people happy, say nice comments, just be a happy person and smile. That's like my positive message to you guys. I really can't wait to come back in the fall, fingers crossed that we get to, and play with you guys again. I guess that's my number one goal, is to get back on the field and make an impact for myself, but mostly for you guys, because that's what teammates are for. And lean on you guys when I need to, and you guys can lean on me. And that's my main goal, is just to get back. I'm so excited and for the incoming freshmen, and you guys can talk to me about anything, because I've kind of been through it all freshman year. It was a hard transition, but one of the best transitions of my life, because Sienna has really changed my life, and not really Sienna, but the girls there, my teammates, you guys. I'm so thankful, and I hope you all are staying safe and healthy during these hard times, and I kind of have a positive message about that. So I know we all kind of want everything to go back to normal, but we really aren't ever going to go back to normal. And what if, like, there's a new normal? Like, what if there's something better that God is preparing us for? So have faith, stay positive, have hope, smile, and thank you for listening, and I can't wait to see you all. Thank you.